はい。初公開です。
The first time to show. First time to show
いや、
here.
雲が
初実機プレイと
Look
いう
at
こ
the
とで、
cloud.
そうですね、世界初ですね。
The first time in the world.
はい
In the
はい、
world.
これ
Yes.
同時通訳で海外の方も
And
で
we
す
do
ね。
have the
確かに。
simultaneous interpretation too. So
いや、雲やっぱいいですね。
look at the
これすごいですね。
cloud.
そうですね、このやっぱり明暗の表現っていうのは
So the
HDTG すごい大事
expression
な
of
ん
the
で、
nature is quite important.
なんですかね、力入れ
Thank
て
you for
構
notice.
成してます。
We actually made a much effort to do so.
巡ってみましょうか。
And
た
let's
く
go
さ
to
んでき
different
る時間が
towns.
許す限り。
はい
行きましょう行きましょ
As
う。
time allows
じ
for
ゃあ
us,
今
let's
田さん、
choose
どこに行きたいですか？
where do
い
you
や
want
で
to
も
go?
先ほどちょっと言ってたな、
For
獣人です。はい
example,
はい
the
はい。
Beastman
獣
village?
人。はい。
はい。
いるところをちょっと見ていいしま
Could you try that
しょうか。
location?
ケノモ。ケノモ。わかりやすい。
Alright, so the village name is called Kenomo.
いいですね。やっぱここら辺がね、早いんですよね。
Isn't this nice? Because you can travel to a different town or village instantaneously.
ストレスないんですよ。
Yes, that's true, because
ここ
then
はですね、
that's
まあ、
stress
獣
free.
人の村と言いつつ、なんか人間も住んでるところが
So
まず
it's
右
a
の方にあり
village where the
つつ、
wild ones live, but you also
こっちの方に行くと
have
ですね、
regular people living there as well.
なんとこんな感じで獣人がいるんですね。
It looks like this, and then you come across the wild ones.
干し肉がうまいぞとか、結構
They're
のんきな種
saying
族
lines like, we love dry meat.
耳が、はい、耳が、はい、ついてます
You
ね。
can see their ears sticking out of their heads, right? And they live in these
村の
houses.
中でちょっと
This
二つ
is
の
what
種
their
族が
village looks
そうなん
like.
ですよ。共存しているというか、
So two races are living side by side on this
何
island.
か嘘ですよ、そんなことしてたら。
これでっかい
The feeling trouble is going to ensue between these people.
喋れますね。
So you can speak to this lion-like statue. It looks like a
海見て
statue.
ますけど。
海見てますね。
That lion was staring into the ocean.
紹介するときに撮っときましょう。
そうですね。
気になるなぁ。
So I'm sure you're curious, but we'll leave it at that.
まあ上下の移動とかすごい別にここ
You can see that they can climb up ladders.
はい。
So this game introduces the element of elevation in height and depth.
木の上の街。
I
あと
see.
獣人はあれなんですよ。
Now,
お金でやり取りで
these
きないから
wild
干し肉じゃ
ones,
ない
you
とやり取りできないから。
interact with them, but you need dry meat
はい。
to barter. I see. So that's their currency. Yep. So, taking a step deeper into the worldview, because the last game was more the medieval times, and now this is a very different world. I think the characters,
海を隔てた2つの大陸を舞台としている
they
んで、
represent a very vast world, and the ocean in this world divides the world into two continents, west and east. And then now some time has passed, and you can see the sun is setting. Right, so natural time progression will show a change into evening, sometimes automatically into sunset or dawn, and that will further the enjoyment of your gameplay. So let's move on to a different place. There are so many locations. Are you sure you want to show us this far? We're just in the beginning of the game, right? Okay, moving on to the next place, which is called Oars Rush. Now, listening to the music, isn't it seamless? It's really emotional, isn't it? Right, thank you so much for that. This is sort of like a town in the Wild West with the pirating spirit very much alive, with mines, sort of like the gold rush. And we've developed the interior of the shops and stores meticulously. So you can see with more height and depth and more interior of the locations in the shops, something that we want you to focus on as well. Okay, so between night and day, this is how it will change. You can see that the music has livened up. It's more bright. Very different music. Correct. It's drastically different. I think this was a type of music that we didn't hear in the previous game. Right. So it's the Wild West, pioneer sort of music. I didn't want to make the music repetitious from the previous game, and I wanted to explore different genres. And the music also changes into the night as well. From the bustling kind of music in the daytime, it changes into a more calm and relaxed, mellow sort of music. Wow. Even now, the music changed, right? It's all very seamless and smooth. So I'm sure you compose a lot of music for all of the villages and towns, right? Yes, yes. You saw all of the locations on the world map. We needed music for all of these places, right? And for both day and night. Seems like they were trying to kill me. No, no, no. It really was a pleasure working on this game because I was tested in my composer skills and showing that difference between night and day, but also connecting them seamlessly. That was a challenge. So you've taken your inspiration from real life? Well, just as an example, say it's sort of like a same snowbound region as this previous genre. I did want to make it the same. I placed a focus and significance on the scenario of the main character, and I wanted to show different aspects of snow, even if it was sort of like the same kind of snowbound village, and taking into account the starting points and the origins of the characters and where they're coming from, and their individual journeys and stories. Alright, so you weren't basing it off of the real world, but more really working off of your imagination of Solistia. Correct. Now, we jumped over to the next location, the next town. And you can also move around in canoes and these ships as well, and you can embark on a vast journey over the ocean. Isn't that amazing? So that means we're going to embark on these ships, right? Maybe. It's very detailed, very intricately made. Right, and looking at all those details is another thing we'd like you to enjoy. In this sort of city, which is having a very urban taste, I don't think this kind of a city existed in the previous game. Very beautiful, isn't it? And here too, the soundtrack changes between night and day. It's very moody. It has a feeling to it. It's a little bit jazzy, isn't it? This genre didn't exist in the first game. And it's sort of like you want to hold a glass of wine in one hand and enjoy the music here, right? And in comparison, the daytime music, it's more up-tempo. It's more energetic. Right. Great switch over between night and day. And just enjoying that, I think you can spend an entire day. Right. So let's take a look at the path actions and see what you can do. Okay, let's do that for sure. You can duel the townspeople, like in the last game, but Hikari, if you win the duel, you can obtain the other person's skills. I see. And that will compel you to talk to many different people in the game. And he's a warrior, so he can use his sword and spear. But now he can obtain the skill of exploring using like a dagger. And this is the first time we're revealing the battle music. Let's listen to this for a moment. You can see the abilities that are showing on the screen.
今回はそこ
This is a strong
装
opponent.
備してる武器によって武器のグラフィックも変わりますよ。
Depending on the weapons that you have equipped, the graphics will change as well. Okay, and the latent power, I think we're seeing a glimpse of that as well, right?
出ちゃってますよ。気づいちゃった。これ。さあブレイク。これが気持ちいいですよね。
Correct, and that's the break.
あとこうダイナミックなそうですね。
Very dynamic, isn't it?
でこうやって勝つ
ブーストすると。
And then you saw the boost.
さあこれで人を倒すと
All
これ
right,
で覚えることができるん
and
で、
then
はい。
振りを。
これ
ends
で
up in
人間の技を
him
剣士が使えるというか光が使えるようにな
obtaining
った。
his skill using a
こ
dagger,
れでいつでも使える。
so he can use that weapon whenever he wants to. So it's sort of like customizing in your very own way as you progress in the story.
このアグネアの誘惑っていうところでセッションって書いてある
Now,
んですけ
with
ど、
Agnia's
今回その誘惑してる
allure
人
and
がいる状態で
seduction, her
バトルに
path
入
action,
ってなんか
she can allure others to join the party, and in battle, the townspeople will play instruments to sort of help boost her power. So I wanted to show that to you a little bit.
これとかが祭り節など
では戦うだけだったんですけど。
So previously it was just a simple battle, but when she dances, the other people that she brought along will play instruments. Okay, so speaking with Takahashi-san, what we wanted to do was because she's a dancer, we wanted to develop her story and do something with that, with the other dance people and in the battles. Alright, so this is a good opportunity for us to explain a little bit more for the nighttime.
で夜になると今度は前回商人って今回なんですけど昼は買い取ることができるんですけど、今回お
For
金を
this route
渡して
deal,
雇うことが
we
で
are
きるように
able
なるんです
to
ね。
purchase from him at
連れて行けるんです。
daytime, but we are able to hire him at night.
商売のなんか才能みたいなものを見抜く。
And then this character is able to have the acumen to find out the skill sets to purchase something in a very good way or in a discounted way. So let's go to the next one.
ゾロゾロと。
And I hired, and so many people behind Hikari at this
どのぐらいま
moment.
でいけるかはもうお楽
How
しみ
many?
お楽しみですね。
はい
You'll
でこ
see
れで
that.
実は買い物をするとですね、
And if I purchase here,
こう
いいですね。
You see?
おじさんがネゴシエーションの能力を
right down, you saw the
いいですよ
icon.
してくれてちょっとお安く
They negotiated, and then they got
普通
the
はバトルで
discount.
使うそのなんかお金を使う技であったりとかの時にも効
And
果を
then
発揮
in
したり
terms
する
of
ものもい
the
ますし、
skill
あ
set,
と
you
は
need
物を
to
売
use
ったり
money.
する時
This
とかに
effect
より
will
高く売れ
be
たりする
coming
ような
up.
商売の才能を持ってたりする
And
人もいます。
also, there are
これ
some
も
more
やっぱりさっ
skill
き高橋
sets
さんが
for
話し
the
たことで、
merchandising.
結構そのやらなきゃいけないことではないんですよね。
But, this is
なん
not
か
something you
積極
need
的
to
に
do,
なん
you
か
must
NPC に
do.
関わっていこうっていう人は
But if
そう
you
いうふうに
really
プレイして
want
もらってもいい
to
し、や
take
らな
some
くても別に最後まで
actions
クリアすること
against
も
the
あるので
NPCs
メインを
here,
ガンガン
you
進め
should
ても
do
いいで
that.
すし、
全然
But
大
you
丈
don't
夫です。
have to. In other words, you can ignore and you are able to just follow the main line because time will, pass quite fast if you just try to communicate with the
バトル
NPC.
ちょっとやってみましょうか。
バトル。
Yep. And let's go to the
だ
battle.
からフィールドの曲もね。
Yes.
聞きましょうか。
Oh, is it a field?
毎回立ち
Yes,
止まっちゃうんです。
field.
そうです
So
ね。
let's listen
まあ
to the
本当に
music.
あとはもうグラフィック本当に見てもらいたいですね。
Look at the
すごく
graphic
密度高
here.
く作ったんで今回は。
High density, very detailed, very fine. So here's the battle in the field.
先制攻撃になった。
We
そう
take
です
the
ね。
first
じゃあ今
attack.
回は
はい。
さっき言ってた舞をちょっと踊ってみて。
So I want
セッショ
to
ン
dance here to see the session from the townspeople. Look at that.
そう吹いてくれて、
He
こ
runs
んな
here
風に
and then
追加
he
効果をかけてくれたりする
uses
ん
his
ですね。
instrument and he gives
先ほど
the
お見せ
buff
された
to
底
her.
力をちょっと今
And
回
I
見
just
せ
want
て
to
みました
show you
な
lots
と
and
思って
power here too.
ハルテッチ
So
の
what is
底
it?
力は底
For
力を
this
押した瞬間にです
character,
ね、
if I
おなじみ
push
の
the lots
BP が
and
マック
power
スまで
here, the
一気
BP
に
will
溜まる
be
っていうところ
max.
で、一
Like a
気に
cap.
戦闘の幅が広がるんです
So
ね。
it
で
gives
例えばで
us
すけどこれ
to
を
widen the
まあ
twist
まあ
of
スムー
this
ズとして
battle. こ So
れを
after that,
BP パサーって言って BP を人
this
に渡すんです
capability will be passed to the Hikari in this time. Let's take a look at it.
ってなるともう光は最初からブースト
So
マッ
with
クス
that,
で技を
Hikari
出
is
すことができ
able to
て
use his special skill from the beginning because he has already obtained the power from the previous
3種類使う
character.
ことができるキャラクターになって
So
ます。
without
でい
taking
ろい
the
ろ
time,
技が
this
あるんですけど
Hikari is able to use their special skill set.
おお、すごい。
Very great.
いっそう。 いやかっこいいな。
そうですね。
All
前回は
enemies
やっぱりなん
are
か
cute. Yes.
ブレイクしてブーストして技を叩き込むっていう
Last
ところ
time
が
we
メイ
need
ンだっ
to
たん
we
ですけ
needed
ど、
to
今
do
回こ
some
の底力
break
っていう
and
のが
we
入った
needed
ことに
to
よっ
the
て、結構しかも
bruised.
キャラクターによって
But
そこか
this
ら違
time
う
we
の
now
で、
have the
幅が
allotment
広が
power
るし、す
so
ごくド
that
ラ
we
マ
are
が生まれ
able
るんじゃ
to
ないか
make
なと
any other
現
options
に
to
生まれてます。
give power or receive power that will generate a drama in the
戦闘
battle.
がね次のつながる戦闘になっていくってことですよ
Maybe
ね。
one battle is able to be the experience for you to have the better battle in the
これ
future.
も
Yes.
シームレスに。
シームレスに
And then seamless music change from day to night and from battle to field. Amazing.
あとはそうですね、戦闘でちょっとお見せしたい要素がもう一個あって、
And I do have one more element that I want to show here.
はい。
やっぱり戦闘って結構なんか繰り返しやることも多いんで、
Battle
今回
is
は
something you need to do
左下に
many
見えてるん
times
で、そうですね、
continuously.
ワイプ消し、
And
今ゲームスピ
could
ー
you
ドが変えら
eliminate
れ
the
るようになって
wipe?
まして
And you can change the game speed from the left down, double speed.
本当だ。はい
そうですね、サクサクと
サクサクと。
Very fast and a good tempo to proceed the battle.
すごいガンガン
And
い
the
くんです
skill
よ。
set?
いきます。
Yes, skill set will be used in a very short time, and also you can see the tempo of this battle with the double
そう
speed.
ですね。あとはさっ
So it's
き
your
覚えた
choice.
技
Yes.
でいくつかやっぱり覚
And
えてて、
obtained skill
やっぱり
sets are
槍と
there,
剣じゃつけないような
and the
弱点
spears
とか
and
使うように
the
やれば
sword are
そう
not
いうことが
enough
できたり
to
します
get the break shot to the enemy sometimes. So you need to use the skill set you obtained from the town people sometimes. And here's the other skill set from the different characters, and I just can enjoy the battle. But you want to see something else?
やっぱその通常バトルの BGM って一
Yeah,
番緊張するんです
in
よ
the
ね。
usual battle music,
も
it's something very difficult for me to create or
メインテーマ以上にや
compose.
っぱこの曲はすごくナイーブになって、
So I was a little bit naive or a little bit sensitive to create this
なん
music.
かそのどう思ってるかっていうのちょっとドキドキしながら。
Because people listen to this music so many times, alright? So that's something I really want to be care, and I really want to hear the feedback from the users. Yes, the time for the normal battle is quite long in the series of the game. That's right. So I actually created quite carefully about this music.
というわけ
Please
で、
enjoy
そんな
that. Thank
こん
you.
なでバトルも終わりました。
はい、あり
So
がとう
this
ご
is
ざい
the
ます。
end of the battle demonstration.
まだもう3分ぐらいかな、時間
I
が
do
あ
have
るので、
3 minutes
せ
to
っか
go.
くなので先ほども紹介したイベントと
So
かを
let's go to the
イベン
event.
ト見てみようかなと思い
As
ま
I
す。
showed a little
イベン
bit.
ト行けますか？ちょっと
Can I
頑張
show
る
the
時間が許す限り。そうですね。
As time allows?
ここまでになります
Yes.
本当はこのタイトル画面も見せたいんですけどね。
I want to show the title screen too. Thank you. Very
今回こ
short.
ういろいろ主人公いますんで、
And I do have the many
そうで
characters
すね
here.
で今回
And
は
where do you start?
光を
Well, I chose
ちょっと
Hikari.
冒頭のイベントだけになるかもしれない。
そうですね
Just showing the first event a little bit.
祈ってんのか、光。やめとけよ。んなことに意味があるなら。そいつらは砂の中にいんね。今頃剣を握ってる。
祈ってなどいない。ただ考えていた。同じ理想を胸に死んだ者たちがいると。この剣は友のために。
時間だ、王子殿。
行こう、リツ。
すごい。このあたりも今作ならでは。
Very good.
いいですね。
そうですね。やっぱりカメラはそうですね。
Look at the camera movement, and that was also seamless too. And here's the battle. Yes.
いやー見入っちゃいますねやっぱ。
そのまま返す。
俺は成り上がるんだ。天に届くくらい上まで。こんな地べたで死んでたまるかよ。
心強いなリツ。進むぞ、苦国のために。
いやー、ここら辺でねいろいろとチュートリアルも入ってきてるっていう。
And here's a tutorial
はい。
to get used to this system.
今
Yes.
回はねちょっと早く皆様に見せたいということで飛ばさせていただきます。
So let's keep it speedy to show the event as much as I can.
まだまだだな。このまま進むぞ、リツ。
おう。
上に行くと、あら、これは
Top of the hill.
二
Yes.
度目の活躍で敵を知る
強そうっすね。
そろそ
Seems
ろ
quite
じゃあ
strong.
これぐらい
Oh,
です
it's
か
time.
ね。
That's time to
ここ
stop.
までですね。
Unfortunately,
brought to, the music for this.
ナイスタイミング。ナイスタイミング。
もう終わりが近づいてきて、アナウンスなんとか。素晴らしい、ありがとうございます。
Wonderful music,
いや
isn't it?
ーね、これもう
Thank you so much for that.